Check. So then I turned 13 and start doing classes at the Coast Guard Academy in New London. I turned 14. I make the BSA and I start doing Red Cross relief missions for the New York City disaster. Through the BSA, with some Coast Guard classes passed, at least one for the boater's license. A 4 hour course. It felt like 4 years. In 2003. And then when a plane falls on Groton, mysterious explosion. Groton sub base 747 kills people, injures people. I still get to boat next to the subs. And my jet ski ish 20-foot power boat. All by myself with my own license and tit. Um, so 2004 through 2008, I was going to New York. I was going to high school, and I was a Boy Scout on top of it. Junior Explorer Police, Junior Explorer Medic, Junior Explorer Fire, and worked a landscaping job on my own too, so I could strum up 6 grand and go to Russia as the diplomatic youth ambassador tours, something between Russia and Iran or something like that. Back in 2007, needed wanted some small minds, some clear minds, some clean slates, to just sit down and something. I doubt it. The other spring break trip that was offered was Mexico or something similar to Southern California, Tijuana or Cancun or something like that. So, um, anyway, so I wound up going to Moscow, St. Petersburg instead in 2007. I got an A on my AP Physics final, and I was gonna go to it was gonna go to Yale. I got 2 credits for Yale University. If I were to enroll in Yale University, I would have gotten 2 credits right off the bat for physics. Yeah, I was gonna do the nuclear mechanics and do a submarine pilot gig, or some kind of working position on a sub, and it was out of the question. Everything was out of the question. It was summed up as I was a troubled youth. I got decent grades. I was a decent scout. I helped New York, as often as I could. I was on the Dead tour. I did the Disney World Florida. I did the amusement park tour. Yeah, it was an overactive childhood, ages 13 to 18. And then they said, if you could just sit down in the house in the yard and help out your fam for the next 10 to 25, yeah, on meds, and see if we can get you into some counseling classes or some counseling groups or whatever, so you can talk about. And they never gave me a subject to bring up, and we know it's not mental health. We know it's not a mental illness. I'd be blessed if I was born with autism, schizophrenia, bipolar, or manic depression. I've never been diagnosed with any of those things. I was diagnosed for being too high on LSD 25 back, around the time the meds started. But I came down in 6 weeks. Like the song go. What's the ditty? It says, "I've been high for 7 weeks now, too high to even speak now. Did you hear what I just heard? Bum bum bum. Ooh, there's a band down on the highway. Blah, na, 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 na. Did you hear what I just heard? Da, 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 da. The music never stopped." Yeah, well, I came down in 6 weeks, you know? So what's the reason for the meds an extra 4,000 days after that? We don't know. I don't know, you know? And as far as public figure, millionaire, billionaire, everything is, that was quit and dead and buried in 2007, the year beforehand, when the family quit the Grateful Dead and decided just to attend the ritzy small crowd shows so he could stand 5 feet in front of a former family friend, as a patron to the arts and entertainment, and not indulge in the recreational strange eats, and just go and pay our respects to someone that was there for us, 87 to 2007, and that's that. So the next show is Carlos Santana this August, and he'll be stopping around Hartford, hopefully. I think that's what the venue was, somewhere around Connecticut. I'm going to go ahead and slug another monster, and we'll continue on the talk